All right, TJ Hockenson is headed into his final year of his rookie deal for the 2022 season. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe us the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase chance to get notifications we go live or drop a video. So Hockenson is in next season will be his last deal, last year of his deal. Should the Lions extend him now, wait to extend him, wait to see what happens and tag them. If they can't come to a deal, flip them now or tag them and flip them at the end next offseason. But let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe channel. I said all that already. Uh, I keep doing it for your boy. Thumbs up the video, comment, all helps. Hit the thumbs up button. All right, all helps. But so see his contract right here. So he on his way out. So, do you pay him? And is he important enough? And to me, they keep taking these tight ends and they don't be doing nothing with them, in my opinion, bro. When I be thinking about paying tight ends, right? When I be thinking about paying getting a tight end and drafting that high, I think about dominance. I think about what Gronkowski was doing with Hernandez in New England. All right. And I think about George Kittle, when he have his big seasons, and you know what I'm saying, tight ends don't seem to be that important in Detroit. When you think about the top tight ends, Mark Andrews probably had the best statistical year. Travis Kelce's probably the best one with George Kittles and Mark Andrews and stuff of that and those guys. But you just think about it, like, you look at some of these dudes' numbers, you like, is he worth paying? And the way Detroit use tight ends, they're not worth paying. He's not worth paying the way he's utilized. It's not like he goes to the red zone. He's an impact player in the red zone. He catching 10 touchdowns in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even like he like a consistent chain mover. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against him. It's not him. It's just the way we utilize him. We don't bunch him up. We don't play him in the slot. You know what I'm saying? We don't play him out wide sometimes to try to get a physical mismatch. We don't line up in the backfield and try to get a mismatch. We just don't have the creativity. Our creativity for tight ends isn't matched by where we value tight ends at Detroit in the last 10, 15, 20 years. It's just not. If you go back, you say, well, 2019 draft, who would you rather have over Hockenson? Maybe in the first round. And it's hard to say. I like Hockenson. He's quick, fast. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff. But obviously, you point to a guy like Lamar Jackson would be a guy. We took Hockenson, could have took Josh Allen, but Stafford was still here. No, he wasn't one pick before. That's the other Josh Allen. He wasn't one pick before. Ed Oliver, he are doing all right. Rashawn Gary trying to find his way. Any offensive lineman for the Cincinnati Bengals right now, or at least that right guard. Dwayne Haskins, Brian Burns, he's probably doing pretty good. Brian Burns, let's see. I don't know, can't see. I heard he's doing pretty good down there. Dexter Lawrence, not sure what he's doing in Miami or New York. Jeffrey Simmons, he had a beastie of a year or game last year. Montez Sweat is somebody I really like. So, it is what it is. I think he's a good player, and his talent for where they picked him at, you can't really deny it. Look at some of the things that he's done since being here. This year, he missed, a few games this year, but just not dominant enough for me, bro. Just not dominant. Not 1,000-yard season yet. Not one double-digit touchdown. Yeah, if a receiver had these numbers, he'd be considered a bust. Been injured 2 of the 3 seasons. He had 16 games last year. At the end of the day, while he works on, I talk about the guys that possibly need to be traded. Now, I kind of blasted Valenti for saying they possibly need to get rid of TJ Hockenson. But maybe he was right. He's a good player, but the opportunities, if it's Stafford or Jared Goff, they're not there here. He goes somewhere else, he going to ball. For sure. He's going to ball. There's no two ways around it. He going to be balling. But just look, man, you be like, man, that ain't really considered. You can't say that's adequate for, top 10. You look at some of the other dudes. Look at a guy like Dallas Goddard. This year he got 834 touchdowns. He got paid a lot of money. So he played 15 games. His numbers very very similar with more games than than uh than Hockenson. So, like I said before, can you replace that? I mean, you look at a guy like what Travis Kelce did. And he might be the best going right now. I think he missed a game this season as well, too. Couple. I mean, yeah, he played 16, missed one. I mean, this is the platinum standard. 92 receptions, 1,125 yards, 9 TDs. That you putting up numbers like that. I mean, look at the yardage. 1,000, 1,100, 1,400. I mean, pretty much, and that's the production that or somewhat of that production is what I'm looking for to be used. And it's not, once again, other than the health, it's not Hawkinson's fault at all. It's not his fault. I mean, look at this. 107. That's with multiple quarterbacks, two quarterbacks. 1,361 yards, 9 TDs. I mean, that's what you trying. That's the production that I'm looking for. This is first over 1,000-yard season. So maybe the best to come for Hockenson. And then you look at what they getting paid for the position and where the going rate is, and the stay in Detroit is always a tax because players are always taxing people to stay in Detroit. Why? Because we're not winning. People take pay cuts like the Patriots when you winning. So right now, Goddard got paid 15 mil. So the going rate is 15 million. He's going to want to exceed what George Kittle did. Okay? He's going to want to exceed what George Kittle's did. And Kittle this season he played 14 games, 71 receptions, 910 yards, 6 TDs. But you know what I'm saying? So he gonna want 15 million. Can you afford to play a tight end 15 million, or do you turn it into a second round pick, a third round pick? And I had a list of players kind of like when we kind of get past the Super Bowl tournament around that time. That's the Lions should consider moving. And DeAndre Swift is one of them. People act like we can't win without Swift. I'm like, where did we get this idea from? We all know where Swift is going. You don't get healthier playing this league. While you worth something, you flip him. I forget who else I said. I said maybe Hockenson is one of those players. Jamal Williams. Get something for him. You can get a second for DeAndre Swift. Why not? If you can get a second or whatever, if you can somehow get a first for Hockenson, why not? You really worth 15 million? The way you utilize him? No. DeAndre Swift, come on. He's always injured, always get knocked out. Then he can't get the tough yards. Roll with Craig Reynolds, but that's hard to do. You got to keep Craig, you got to keep Reynolds or Williams. I mean, you got to keep Williams or Swift. But like I said before, I like Kenneth Walker. I know it's hard for people to think, taking the second round pick on the running back. If you turn Swift into a second, or you got some compensatories coming your way, you turn Williams to a fourth or fifth. Why not? It's just my opinion of the way I look at the game a lot different. Do we really have the luxury of paying the tight end that much money? He's not that involved in the game. The way to utilize him, there's no abuse there. See if he have a career, even if you're gonna pay him now. You want nobody else resetting the market or his game reset the market, and he go out there and have a super duper Luigi, super duper Mario type of year did. We looking like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So that's something to look at. Something to big time look at. So like I said before, man, you got some decisions to make. Walker, people say just let Walker walk. Walker is a terrific in the box safety. Terrific. He's fantastic in the box. Get somebody like Hamilton with range. Why not? Detroit. A lot of fans, I'm going to say about Detroit, but Detroit got a habit of not finishing something. Good player here, good player here. Finish Oaks back in. If you're going to bring back Walker, bring back Hamilton. Put in Hamilton. You need more than one safety in this league, and Walker showed that he wanted to be here. He rangy. He could be in the box. If anything, he a great box guy. That's athletic. Bring him back. Now, if he asks for like Honey Badger type money, I understand. I understand. I definitely do. I definitely do. But why not pair two safeties in the back? You fix something. You got all them really good young cornerbacks. Continue to finish the job. Just my opinion. We need linebacker, absolutely. We need another edge rusher, absolutely. But you also need overall depth. You also need a cornerback, and a quarterback can destroy all this momentum you got. You got to find one wherever you find it from. If you could swing Rodgers or Russell Wilson and do a miracle swing one of them or Watson or something like that, hey, well, it is what it is. Freaking miracle. Freaking miracle. It's a freaking miracle. But with Hockenson, you got to ask yourself the $1,000,000 question. Are we going to use and abuse him? Right? And are we at a luxury? Do we have a luxury of bringing him back and he not going to be used and abusing other defenses? You got to ask yourself that. What kind of compensation are we willing to take? And if we are going to pay him, do we pay him now? Or we wait and see, don't have a good year, get injured again and get a better deal? Or do we just cash him out now and call a spade a spade? But if you asking me, I'm gonna cash him out right. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna bring him back. I'm gonna trade him right now this offseason. And what they asking tight ends to do, man, I could find a good blocking tight end to do the same ass shit that he doing. Now if they say, you know what, we gonna make a effort, we gonna get we're gonna get the number one receiver, whoever it is, free agency, or you taking on Ohio State guys, the Wilson guy run well, taking one, and we're going to make Hockenson a matchup problem. We're gonna put him in a slot, we're gonna bunch him up, we're gonna motion him, we're gonna put him outside, we're gonna put him in the backfield, we're gonna make a conservative effort to target and use and abuse TJ Hockenson, then fine. I'm paying him. But if we can't find a way to use him and abuse him like a top tight end, you don't pay blocking tight ends $15 million. They barely get paid probably $5 million, even in this inflation era of salary. So we got to find a way to use him. If it's using him out the backfield, if it's up back, if it's handing off to him, if it's really finding a way to stack him and Amon-Ra St. Brown and utilize him across the middle and utilize him outside the numbers. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to find a way to make him a special player and give him special production, and you don't feel like doing it, go get somebody else. Go get somebody else. This just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to sit here and pay this dude all this money when you can go out there and find somebody else for cheaper who can do the same thing. Zach Ertz should be a free agent this year. Yeah, I'm saying CJ Uzomah had a big year. You got to pay him nowhere near that. Gerald Everett, you can pay him nowhere near. Max Williams good. Packer, Robin Tonyan out. Maybe you kick the tires on OJ Howard. Evan Ingram a free agent. Probably just Njoku. I mean, there's a whole bunch of guys out there that can. Mike Gesicki had some big time games in Dallas. Man, it's just too many other alternative options that's cheaper. If you're not going to utilize him the right way. Now, that's my thing. If you're going to use and abuse him and be creative and make him a matchup nightmare, like when Ebron with the Colts, that was the perfect quarterback who threw a catchable ball, unlike Stafford, throw it hard, but Luck throws a catchable ball. They utilize him on the wheel route. They utilize his ability to get deep. The Lions run the draft pick up there. Minute barely run off the clock. They run the draft pick up there, and they got him trying to run bootleg flares, and they got him trying to wear timing patterns. He's better going vertical. TJ Hawkins is shifty enough to go vertical on deep posts, crossing routes, deep crossing routes, shallow crossing routes, corners. They do not use him to his expertise. He's actually do 1980s and 1990 tight end shit. Block the majority of the time and do short routes. If you're going to really showcase him and pay him, get him going vertical. That's why Ebron, let's be real, we didn't like a lot of stuff that Ebron said or whatever. But the big issue with Ebron was they did not play to his strength. They did not let him get vertical in the offense. You got a guy who's best for catching the deep ball. You got to run in timing patterns. Put him in the best position the rookie should be put in. But that's just my opinion. If you're gonna use and abuse him, I'm with it. If you're not gonna use and abuse him, well, take your pick. Get two of these guys at less than a $15 million salary. Ricky Seals-Jones had a good year this year in Washington with the football team. This is my opinion. Blake Bell down there, former quarterback tight end. See what you get. But if you're going to use and abuse him and make him a matchup nightmare, pay the man the money. He deserves. His talent is there. But the creativity from the offensive coordinators that's been here has been trash. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Christian Chance, get notifications. You go live or drop a video. Want to financially support the channel? Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal in the description. Best way to donate, comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, bell icon button, hit all notifications, Christian Chance notifications. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. That's Goodfella TV. All right. Appreciate you. Peace.